All right, people, welcome to another episode of Blerd State of Mind. Today, it is January 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sometime in the evening. It's snowing up here in Columbus. I don't know where it came from, but it came.
Mm-hmm.
Earth is dying, people. Global warming is real, and this bipolar ass shit is going to kill us. Either
Yep.
that or what's this thing called? The coronavirus from
Yep.
China?
Yep. From China. That's now in North Carolina, Chicago, D.C., and spreading.
Yep. So wear your face mask, wash your hands.
Don't go to the airport if you don't have to.
Don't scratch your ass too much. I mean, don't do that anyway, but definitely don't do it. So today it's a little bit different. No specific topics for our podcast. As you can see, I have my guest from earlier this year, Miss Taylor Curtis, my friend, and she is coming over today. Told you about her Mary Kay business if you watched the one podcast I did with her. So today she's going to give me a facial, and y'all get to watch.
Yes. So, welcome. This is pretty cool because what we don't do a lot of is take care of ourselves. I find that most people spend a lot of time taking care of everybody else in their life and doing things for everybody else and constantly ripping and running, but they don't spend a lot of time taking care of themselves, which is crazy, but reality. And the thing is that if we don't take care of ourselves, then eventually we're going to be worn down to the point where we can't do everything for everybody else, and then, it all goes to crap. So, self-care is really important, and taking care of yourself starts with knowing how to take care of yourself. And we all know that, the food industry in the United States is trash.
Oh yeah.
The FDA doesn't care about you. They allow you to have all kinds of chemicals and genetically modified organisms, aka GMOs, and all kinds of hormones in your food that is now influencing your body, and eventually it causes a lot of issues, diseases, and other things. Like, even when you look at these kids out here that look grown but they're extremely young, it's because of the food that they're taking in and the stuff that's in the food that's influencing their bodies and making changes. So we hear about that. That's talked about all the time. You can watch documentaries like What the Health and Food Inc. and all these other things to learn about that. But we kind of stop there. We say you need to eat right, you need to check the ingredients, check the labels, make sure your cereal doesn't have paint thinner in it and stuff like that, But we don't think about what products we're putting onto our bodies outside of food. And, of course we know about alcohol consumption and tobacco and all this other stuff. But again, when it comes to the stuff that we use on a daily basis that we're putting onto our body and it's soaking into our skin and then impacting the rest of our body, we don't think about that. So we grab the first thing that's on the shelf, the thing that's on sale, or whatever we saw in our parents' shower, and that's kind of the norm. But the reality is that those qualities are extremely bad. A lot of stuff is toxic, and when you put toxic stuff onto your skin, it seeps into your bloodstream and it goes throughout the rest of your body, and then you see issues with your body later on in life. So, what we're going to do is look at some products that are extremely high quality, things that are made here in the United States that do not follow the FDA regulations but follow what other countries are doing. And when other countries say, that chemical is bad, Mary Kay says, that chemical is bad, and we don't use it. So today we're going to try the men's line of skincare, because skincare is for everybody and you don't have to be superficial to be able to use good skincare and good quality skincare. So you're going to get a facial. You ready?
Yes, I am.
So take this cloth, and I'll hold this. We'll switch. We'll take this cloth, and you're going to wet your face. You always should hydrate your face. We're going to use some different products to moisturize your face, but using a wet cloth is always better than using nothing, because we're able to start the hydration process. So the first thing that we have in the first tray, it's a little number 1 there, is a cleanser. So you're going to take that cleanser.
Okay.
And you can rub that all over your face, and if you need to, you can use that washcloth to help spread it around and help kind of create a lather. This cleanser is gentle enough for you to use every day. Believe it or not, there are a lot of soaps out there that people are using that you really shouldn't use on a daily basis or multiple times a day. A lot of times there are no instructions on the product that you get, or at least no big warning label on the front that says, hey, don't use this every day. So a lot of people think that they're taking care of their skin and doing good things, and then they find out that maybe not.
Right.
So now that you have moved that around a little bit, what we're going to do is rinse this again, and then you're going to rinse your face off. And this is really quick and easy, so this isn't like a long process. This is something that you could do every day.
Yeah, excuse my house and my kitchen. Try to clean up a little bit today. Obviously, pizza is on the menu. And a shit ton of cereal.
So we're going to switch again.
All right.
I'll take that, and you can rinse all of that off. A cleanser like this is something you can use when you get up in the morning. Everybody should be washing their face and taking showers and things like that because hygiene is important. And if you're not washing your face or taking a shower every day, you're nasty. So once you do that, there's a couple things you could do to go about the rest of your day. What I would like us to try is a step that I do only like once a week, and that's our charcoal mask. It is a triple action magnetizing charcoal, which helps pull impurities out of your skin. So every day we walk around the world, and as we're walking around, there's all kinds of particles and dust and dirt and pollution and all kinds of things that is landing on our face. Just like we drive our car, and clearly the windshields get dirty, the car gets dirty, and we need to wash it. We turn the windshield wipers on so we can see what's going on. Like, we constantly are aware of that because we have mechanisms to be able to do something about it. When we wear glasses, we're constantly wiping them off because they're getting dusty, they're getting dirty, they're smudged, or whatever the case may be. But we never really think about the fact that all that junk is getting on your face at the same time that it's on your glass, the same time that it's on the car, and we're not doing anything about it. So it's just settling into our skin. So a lot of times people wonder, why am I breaking out? Why is my skin looking this way? Why is it not the way that it's supposed to be? And that's probably one of the reasons why. Because our exposure to the sun, our exposure to the pollution and the particles that are in the air on a regular basis, and then our exposure to the rest of our environment all play a role in our skin and how our skin ends up, especially years down the line. Then we have to think about the intrinsic factors when it comes to our daily habits. What are we eating? What are we putting into our body? How is it affecting our body on the outside? How is it affecting our body on the inside? Are you drinking water? Which you should be. Right?
Juice.
We all
Juice.
We all like juice. I love juice. I am a juice person. Like, I need my own gallon of orange juice for myself.
No, thank you.
No, I need it by myself.
OJ makes you fat.
What?
Yeah, all that sugar makes you fat.
Work out.
Listen, I used to work out all the time, and I swear, when I first started fighting, my mom told me to quit drinking orange juice. And when I say I dropped like 10 pounds in like 2 weeks, just from OJ alone.
Don't ruin my orange juice right now. Anyway, juice is extremely good, but it's not necessarily always good for you. But water is even better, and water flushes your system. Water helps create homeostasis because your body is made from water, so you need water. And when you don't have water, it shows up on your skin. So water is something that you need to be taking in on a regular basis and often. And when you do that, it will help with clearing up your skin. So if you ever have a breakout, just start flushing yourself with water and just drinking water. And you'll see that breakout start to change, and you'll see your skin start to change. So drinking water, eating right, being active keeps you healthy, and sleep. Sleep! I know sleep is something that, like, most of us don't get. I'm an insomniac, so I function with 6 hours of sleep. And do I get 6 hours of sleep? Not always consistently, not always all at one time. And so we need more sleep than that, and we should get more sleep than that. And the more you sleep, the better your skin and the rest of your body, your memory, your learning, all these things would be. But when we don't sleep, which most of us don't, it causes
Not
issues.
this guy. I get plenty.
Oh, you do?
Listen, I've made sleeping an art form. When I was on deployment, I call it the time machine. because I will fall asleep anywhere. I will fall asleep on the tarmac of the airplane. I'll fall asleep on your mama's couch. Fall asleep on the floor. I'll be outside. I could be outside in the grass and fall asleep. 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 45 minutes, don't matter. I get it wherever I can.
Any of it, because you need it, and that's good, and that's something you should have. If you're having trouble sleeping, here are some ideas that you can try. Turn off all the lights and your devices. I know we love our TV and we love our cell phones and we love our tablets and our internet and all that kind of stuff. But the light that emits from those technology things and the light that's in the room can sometimes mimic the light of sun. And our body is set up to naturally release melatonin that makes you feel sleepy when your eyes receive darkness. And so when it gets dark outside, that's the cue from the environment that tells your brain it's time to get rest. And so you start releasing melatonin, you start getting sleepy, you start stretching and talking about it's time for me to go chill, and then next thing you know, you can actually go to sleep. But when we are constantly surrounding ourselves with the light from our phones or the light from the TV or some other type of technology or light in the room or sunlight, what it does is it tells your brain, do not go to sleep, do not release melatonin. And so people miss out on sleep because they were looking at Facebook all night, or they were watching a movie that was sending these signals to your brain to stay awake. So think about that. Also, some people like certain noises that help calm them, help relax them. White noise for some people prefer to hear the crickets chirping or the waves crashing or the sound of the whale noise.
Give me your best whale noise.
All of that works for some people. Recently, I heard about some people using the sound of an ultrasound. So it sounds kind of like you're in the womb again, something that's very relaxing, and people use it to calm their anxiety, or people use it to help them go to sleep. But whatever it is, there's probably a playlist for it on Spotify or Pandora or iHeart or YouTube. YouTube has hours of waves crashing that you could listen to if you wanted to, and you can find some other types of music that has maybe not even music, but pitches and frequencies that help you relax, like a tuning fork. A tuning fork gives you a relaxing sound. So some people who do massage therapy or Reiki therapy or Waiki therapy will have a tuning fork, and when they flick that tuning fork, it makes this frequency or this pitch, and it also makes a vibration. So if you put it on your body, you can feel it in different meridians. But just hearing that is helpful. I know some people have like little contraptions that like have a bell that'll ding on a certain frequency at a certain time. There's plenty of ways. You could like research it and find so many ways to get some good sleep, but you need it, and it will help your skin a lot. So the next thing we're going to use is our Clear Proof charcoal mask. The Clear Proof charcoal mask is again this triple magnetized charcoal that helps pull impurities out of your skin. You put it on and you'll feel your skin getting tighter, so we're going to see how your skin feels. I'm going to switch you.
All right.
And it's this gray one right here.
All right.
And you can literally put it all over your face. Some people find certain areas of their face to be more oily than others.
For me, that's my T-zone, which is this big-ass forehead and this big-ass nose right here.
Yep. And so the T-zone is probably most people's spot of where they carry the most excess oil. But the mask is pretty cool because when you put it all over your face, you're able to actually see where the oil is in your face, because the mask will look lighter once it's dry in the areas that there is no oil, and it will look darker once it's dry in the areas where you carry oil. So then you have an idea of what your problem areas are, and then also what you might be doing to contribute to that. For example, I did this the other day, and I noticed that I had more dark areas on my cheeks. And for me, I was like, well, why would my cheeks just break out? Obviously, my hair is not all in my cheek area, and most of the time I have an afro. So what's causing that? And then I realized that it's because I use my phone. And when your phone has been sitting somewhere collecting dust and dirt, and then you put your greasy hands on it after you've touched everything in the house or everything at work, and then you put that same phone on your face and start talking on it, that's where you start to get bumps and bruises and things like that. Start to see the effect of your daily activity. So we're going to let that dry. While we let that dry, I'm going to talk to you about something else that we're not going to try today, but I think you should, maybe another time. And that is our hydrogel eye patches.
Sorry, I feel this shit tightening up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh.
It's going to get tight. Yeah, the hydrogel eye patches are something new that we just came out with. And what they do is they help eliminate bags and wrinkles underneath your eyes by replenishing the hydration that's needed. And so there's like a whole bunch of cool kitchen items in it, like tomatoes and cranberries and pomegranate and blueberries and blackberries and broccoli and linseed and castor oil and cabbage and a whole bunch of other things. And then there are a few chemicals in it, and it's a Korean-inspired process. And when we put it on, it literally after 20 minutes eliminates all your puffiness, your bags, your wrinkles under your eyes, and brightens up the dark spots so you don't look like a raccoon. It is like one of my favorite things, and it's also something that most people love. My dad loves it. My grandma loves it. My mom loves it. My friends love it. Everybody's always asking for free ones. I'm like, wait till your birthday.
Which means I should get 2?
What?
What?
2?
Yeah.
I ain't pushing it. But
I got 2 eyes. How do I get 2? Oh, me, what, am I gonna look like a pirate?
well, in the jar, there's 30 of the patches, so that means that you can use them for 15 weeks because you might use them like twice a week. So it's pretty cool for that purpose. Like there's 30 weeks worth, and you can be able to use them probably in 15 weeks because you might do it twice a week. So I enjoy them for that reason, that they help eliminate that, because if you're not getting sleep, then you're not showing hydration underneath your eyes. Absolutely not. And people will notice that you're not getting sleep and tell you that you look like a raccoon. They don't tell you, I'm telling you, you look like a raccoon. You need to do something underneath your eyes.
I'll tell you what, if you call me anything with coon, it's on site.
On site.
On site.
So you can see even here, like in this area on your forehead, you're starting to see some more dark areas.
Mm-hmm.
You're carrying oil there. I would assume because it's by your hairline that might be contributing, whatever products we use in our hair sometimes does get onto our skin. So that's another reason why we should wash our face twice a day.
That's all that pink oil from this morning. That's what that is.
Yep. And then again, you can see that T-zone area, like you said, is where you carry a lot of your oil. But if you look at your cheeks and the areas on your cheeks, you don't really see that, right? It's just not the same. But even on the top of your nose, you can see your pores and see how it's deep cleaning and affecting your pores. You can start to see clearly where your pores are.
That looks disgusting.
It does sometimes look disgusting, but it's important to know.
Sorry, I know I'm all up in your grill. I'm all up in my nose and stuff.
So we're going to take your washcloth now, and you are going to wipe off the charcoal mask. So we usually let it sit on there for a little while. You can leave it on up to 20 minutes if you want to, and sometimes it's not necessary. Once it's dry, you can pretty much take it off.
Now, are there any hazards, say, if you fall asleep with it on or something like that?
No, not really.
Is it going to tear my face up?
There's no damage here with this type of product. I will say, though, that you have to be careful because you can't use just any charcoal mask. There's a lot of charcoal mask trending right now. And one of them that's trending the most is the peel-off mask.
Oh, yeah.
Where people rip off their pores and their eyebrows. The reason it's no good is because you can damage your skin like that. It's extremely abrasive. It's extremely rough. And you can actually rupture your pores by using a peel-off mask or something like that. With this, there's no hazard there. So there are suggested times of use that you should use. Like I said, this is something that you may not do every day because you don't want to dry out your skin, but you could use it a couple times a week.
Okay.
Whereas there are other exfoliating products or masks and things like that you probably shouldn't use that often. So, how does your face feel?
Obviously not as tight, but no, it feels fresh, feels smooth, maybe a slight bit tingly, like in the cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Usually there's a little bit of a tingle. There's some eucalyptus and other mint-like particles within this mask that really makes you feel that tingle, but it is a safe tingle. It's not one of those tingles that means that you're allergic and you're burning. If that's the case, you would feel like you're on fire. And you shouldn't use any products that make you feel that way ever. The next thing we're going to try is an eye cream. So back to the daily routine, right? Every day you wash your face because you better be in the shower or the bathtub or doing something with water and soap, right? So every day you wash your face. Here's your cleanser. You can use that. It's gentle. You can use it in the morning and then you can use it at night. After you would use it in the morning, one of the cool things you should try is our eye cream. The eye cream helps firm the skin underneath your eyes. It will eliminate wrinkles and help with the dark spot areas that you might get underneath your eyes, especially when you're not getting enough sleep. And that is one of the products that I think is like a heavy hitter. I personally use an eye cream every day. And if I don't use an eye cream, I can tell, like I can look and see, like, ooh, you can do something about that. So I go back in the house and put it back on before I leave again. So we're going to take your ring finger,
Okay.
because your ring finger is the most gentle finger that you have, and you're going to dip it here in number 2, which is the eye cream.
Okay.
And I want you to put it on one eye first so we can see the difference. So looking at the lines under your eyes, looking at any wrinkles, looking at any dark spots, and now literally even up on that skin that's right underneath the eye.
Underneath or put it over
underneath, just underneath. And pulling that, from the inside out.
Okay.
Fun fact, when you go out, it helps smooth away wrinkles. So good thing to know as you're in the shower on a daily basis. Now, look at that eye and look at that eye. And see the line difference?
I do, surprisingly.
And it looks brighter on that side than the other.
Okay.
Yeah. So even on your first try, within seconds, there is some results that you can see. So imagine what it would look like when you use it continually on a regular basis, right? So go ahead and do the other side,
getting enough sleep.
because we don't want you lopsided.
Which I find it funny that humans are generally lopsided anyway.
Right. It's actually one of the qualities that globally people feel is attractive when people have symmetry in their face, because most people are actually lopsided. But we don't have to look lopsided. That's why we do both eyes. And then the last step that we're going to try is a moisturizer, because once you've cleaned your skin really well, once you've done something that's deep cleansing, once you've done exfoliation, or even just washing your face, which for some people, they want to try natural products. We have a vegan line, so we do natural products as well. But whatever products you're using, once you wash your face, you need to replenish the moisture. When you don't put moisture back into your skin says, forget it, I'm going to make my own. And when your skin makes its own, it's not always in the way that you like, and sometimes that causes breakouts and causes you to develop bumps and acne and things like that aren't so pretty and aren't so comfortable. And then people pick at their acne, and then now they have scarring and, that kind of thing. So the moisture we're going to use actually has a, here we go. The moisture we're going to use is a moisturizer that's specifically for men. The products are different. We have a lot of products for different types of skin. You don't have to be a man to use this product. You don't have to be a woman to use our other products, but sometimes men get caught up with the pink packaging and they go, why is it pink? So we have silver packaging for the men.
We want to feel like a man.
So we can feel like a man. And it also has a smell that I think a lot of men could appreciate. It's not like a particular, scented, it smells like fruit and roses. Some people don't like that.
Kind of reminds me of sunscreen a little bit.
That's a good point. It reminds you of sunscreen because it has sunscreen in it. Unfortunately, we as people don't tend to use sunscreen the way that we should. And
Because we're black. Black people need sunscreen.
Yes, we do. That's exactly the point I was going to make. A lot of people think because we have melanin in our skin that means that we are people of the sun and that we don't need sunscreen.
Yes, we are kissed by the sun.
We are kissed by the sun. We are people of the sun. Melanin does help protect us from the sun, but it doesn't do it all. And we have to consider, with the global warming we mentioned at the very beginning, that there's ozone layers that have changed, and so the sun's direct impact on our skin has shifted over the number of years. And so whereas our people may not have needed sunscreen a long time ago, or where it may not have been important a long time ago, it is now. And trust me, we burn.
I don't burn.
Light skin, dark skin, it don't matter. You can burn. Okay? Trust me. And our burning doesn't always
Light skin
look...
problems. Light skin problems. I'm just kidding.
Negro, we are the same color. Look,
Are we?
Look.
No.
All
Close.
All right.
No.
Maybe I'm like a shade lighter than
2.5.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, melanated people can burn too. And the way that we burn, it doesn't appear the way that we hear about sunburns. So when we hear about other people being sunburned, we think red and splotchy and, these different things. But for us, sunburn means if your skin is peeling, you're probably sunburned. Yeah. And so you might find yourself out at the pool or out at the beach and find a patch of skin on your shoulder that's peeling. And like, why am I peeling right here? It's because you've been sunburned. And sunburn means the sun has had too much exposure to your skin, which could lead to sun poisoning, which we don't want. So to protect ourselves, using products that already have sunscreen in them is pretty convenient, and it's just one step. So you're going to take this, I'll take that.
All right, I almost lost myself. Lost a whole lot more than myself.
You can take that moisturizer.
Number 3.
Number 3. You can use any of your fingers. It doesn't matter.
All right.
And you can just spread that around your face, and you're going to rub it in. But again, wiping up and out helps to do a lot of prevention work for wrinkles, which is just like something super simple, but something that we could do on a regular basis to make a better impact for later. And if you notice, you'll see people say black don't crack, and usually black people who take good care of their skin don't look as aged. However, if they don't take care of themselves, you will tell, and you can know,
It's all right, because even at the tender age of 30, pretty sure the Army has aged me in dog years, because my bones are already cracking, so I might look amazing for the next 10, 20 years, but I'm going to feel like an old man. And I already got the demeanor of one grumpy old bastard.
I'm weak.
All right. I think
Like Granddad from the Boondocks.
Hey. He said, who? Can you believe he died?
I know, right? Like, what are we going to do? Really? I
Oh,
know
really?
they're coming out with another season, though.
And the original director Aaron McGruder, he's supposed to be doing the new season. I'm like, you can't do that without Granddad now.
So I'm so curious to see what they're going to do. Like, how are they going to make that work? I don't know.
You got to kill him off. You got to write him
They
off.
have to kill him off.
Because I feel like nobody can replace Granddad.
No. Like, nobody's going to sound like that.
Right?
Everybody knows that voice. Everybody. And if you don't know the voice, go watch the Boondocks, because you got some catching up to do before the new season comes out.
But we do have new technology. What if they could replicate his voice?
Like Siri, and then just say whatever they want to say and make it say that.
But then take old
Somebody's
clips of his voice and be able to replicate
Somebody's got to
it.
get paid for that. His family better get paid for that. Something.
I feel like somebody's got that. It's probably some government technology, but I feel like if we had that,
I mean, I feel like
bad things would happen.
I'm not gonna say it's far off, because they've brought Michael Jackson's voice and put it on songs. They've put Aaliyah on new songs after she died. They've done that with artists where they've taken either clips from other songs and put that on new music, or they've taken stuff that wasn't really released and re-released it with a current artist singing on it as well, like that Chris Brown and Aaliyah song that came out a couple years ago.
Well, you know about them more than I do.
It's just like,
I'll do R&B.
What? I wasn't expecting it, but you never know. And then they do those holograph performances.
Like, was that like Tupac?
Hologram? Whatever.
Yeah, the holograms.
Yeah, like Tupac. What? Like, at Coachella.
At Coachella, right.
What? You brought him back? He's alive? Like, how did you do that? We see it in the movies, but we don't expect it in real life, but it's coming.
Demonic offerings.
Illuminati is happening.
It's real.
It's very real. It's very, very real. Anyway, so, how does your face feel now?
I almost want to say back to normal-ish. So initially, with the charcoal mask, there was that tightening. Definitely felt like, a lot of that oil moisture was pulled out of it. And then after putting on the moisturizer, like I said, feels rejuvenated. Like I said, all that tingly stuff I was feeling before is faded by now. But yeah, it feels back normal. But it feels firm. Like I said, it's not like that tightness I felt with the mask, but
right.
It definitely feels more in place, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
And it looks good. Like, some moisturizers, like, will leave you kind of pasty looking and, like, you can see it on your face and it's extremely heavy. This isn't one like that, so you still see your natural you, maybe a little bit of a glow, but other than that, looks good, right? And then it's pretty simple, right? You got 3 steps that you can do in the morning, and then doing the cleanser and the moisturizer again at night before bed is just a good habit to have. And boom, there you have it. Now you have a clean face, a moisturized face, a face that is free from impurities, and you're ready to go about your day or your weekend or your night or whatever you got going on.
Go find a stepmom or a sugar mom.
That's it.
Coming for you, Becky or Karen. I don't want your potato salad with your raisins, but we can wear matching jogging suits. I'll take you to your doctor's appointment.
So come find your sugar baby, right?
Hey, I'll come find you. I'm cool. I hunt. But yeah, it does feel good. It looks nice. At least I can see it. Like, I know that I usually have a shiny forehead just because of how much oil I secrete, and I'm just a naturally sweaty person. Thank God it's wintertime, because I hate summer/spring because I never stop. But no, I'm digging it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Awesome.
You got something to get rid of some of these forehead wrinkles?
Yes, I have something for everything. So, the next time we come back, we might show you something different. Like that natural vegan line I was talking about, because we have a really cool oil that people especially like for their facial hair that I think you would enjoy. I like it for my face, for my hair, and then I also like the way that it smells, because it just smells so good.
Do you have something that helps grow beard? Because I'm trying to get like in the beard gang, maybe goatee gang, trying to look more daddy/zaddy, because I'm growing this.
You're always going to look 12. It's fine. You don't look 12.
Some people like 12.
But you'll look young. You always look young. You don't look old.
Thank God. I got carded last night.
Did you really?
I mean, I'm glad I do. Like, I'm really happy I still get carded.
Got it.
Right. Still got it. Still got it.
But like, for growth and processes like that, believe it or not, constantly cleansing and taking good care of your grooming helps with growth. So it's something that you should do regularly. Hydration helps with growth. As far as particular hair growing type of things, what we have currently is something to help stimulate the growth of eyelashes and eyebrows, which is something that especially chemo patients use a lot and are able to regrow their facial hair because of that. I don't know if it's ever been tried on a beard or a mustache. It might be an experiment that we might like to take part in. I don't know.
Okay, well, you ain't test running it on me. I'll mess around and have my little chin pubes falling out or whatever.
Man, mess around and have Santa Claus.
It might not be bad. You know what? Because I see people with beards and they like separate them and braid them and stuff. Like, was it like, you ever seen like some of the old Vikings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
What? Don't. No?
You're not gonna find your sugar mama like that. She's not gonna go.
Whatever, man. Don't y'all like beards? Y'all like
not braided.
What? You can just pull on them a little bit.
You gonna put some barrettes on it too, or beads? You gonna put beads on it now?
Yeah, take some of my baby girls' knocks and just stick them in there. And just be swinging them back and forth like here, clackety clack, clackety clack.
I think women like beards because the aesthetic appeal is cool. Like, it looks cool. But they like well-groomed beards because, number one, it's going to be rubbing up on their face if you're lucky. And if it rubs up on their face and it's not well-groomed, then you're transferring all the junk and environmental stuff and crumbs from your food and everything else to their face, and then they're going to break out. So a lot of women look at how well the man has groomed his beard to determine whether or not it's worth it, because it looks cool, but how does it feel when it's rubbing up against their skin, and how does it affect their skin if it's got all this stuff in it? So again, constantly cleaning, hydrating, grooming, very important. Very important.
Talking about my crumbs, I feel like there's some women out there that would appreciate my little snack box. So I'm gonna call it.
That's nasty.
Just reach up in there and just pull something out. Just like, here, babe, it's for you.
See, that's what happens. Niggas always want to ruin, you know.
What? It just shows how much I care. What, I'm giving you some. Y'all like to take our food anyway, so.
I don't want no crumbs out of nobody's beard. That's nasty. We don't, trust me. Guys, don't listen to him. He's not one of us. We don't like that. That's gross.
Clearly not one of y'all.
We want it to be clean. If it's clean, you can kiss. If it's not clean, who's going to want to smell it and be close enough to smell it?
Ugh.
And who's going to want to taste it? Because, ew.
That sounds terrible.
Ew. Like, ew. Gross. That's like if a girl had matted hair with, like, stuff hanging out of it. You'd probably be like, ew, get away from me. Like, don't touch me with that. Can you move your hair over there? Cut it off. Like,
listen, you know, we as men are particular about smells anywhere, so
yeah,
keep it clean. Keep it clean, ladies.
Keep it all clean everywhere, all the time.
All the time.
Groom yourself. Take care of yourself. Self-care. Try it. So if you want more information, you can contact me. My name is Taylor Michael. You can find me at www.maryk.com/Taylor Michael, MYKAL. And we'll make sure to send a link on here so you can check it out.
All right, folks. I think that'll do it for us. Until next time, thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
Peace.
Peace.
Hit the button!
I'm hitting the button. It's not